Hello and welcome into the Sorare Andrew Show. I am Andrew Laird. You can find me as Lairdino on Sorare. Joined as always by Andy Black, always except for that one time when it was Quinny. Today to talk about, Andy, we were going to talk about the Common game, and then this arena thing came out, and I kind of want to talk about that too.
Oh. Well, we only have time for one topic on this show.
And it's pineapples. Gotcha.
Got him.
Gotcha. Thanks everyone for coming in, hattling in. Look at this, Sorare Arena. That's kind of hard to say. Looks like it can help solve a lot of utility problems in Classic. Speaking of Sorare things that are difficult to say, Andy, the Club World Club. I was saying to somebody yesterday, it might have been Halligan actually. There's some times where I'm like, I got to say club because like that's a thing. But more often than not, I say it not at all thinking I need to say it. It just like comes out and I'm like, I just can't.
Laird, we already knew that.
I just want everyone to know that it's mostly authentic. Anyway, Halligan, who's with him? Bob Franklin, not sure about the arena at first glance, but looking forward to testing it out. And Anion, the arena looks really cool. Seems like Sorare is starting to give you content again. Not really. Halligan, Bob Franklin, Anion on the podium. Congratulations to you three. I like this line from Ricky. If we can prioritize our contender essence for entering the arena, then it might be worth it. How about that? Anyway, hello to everyone, including Mike Baston. Andy, let's talk about the Common thing. Everyone, as you can see this, wants to talk about the arena. So let's talk about the Common mode or something. What on earth would you have to say about the Common mode? Genuinely, like,
I bring back rivals. Bring back rivals, and let us gamble within.
Whoa!
I said the word. I said it.
We can't, Andy. We can't say that,
dude. What if you could gamble 1 to 5 essence per rivals match? And how is that any different than this arena bullshit? Like, it's the same thing.
So it's not at all the same because they came up with the idea for this arena thing. Mm-hmm. And we came up with it. Not we, I didn't. Trippin' B.
He's been asking, Danny B has been asking for this for a year now.
I'm not a
What's
lawyer.
Different? What is different?
I'm not a lawyer. I don't know.
Huh.
I thought we were talking about the Common mode.
We are, and I'm just saying that bring back rivals.
Oh, the real man's Common mode.
Like, I don't get it at all. Like, we spent this. I get it. We're innovating and we're creating different things and we're throwing shit at the wall and hoping something sticks. But rivals was good. And then they took away the rewards that people liked and people stopped playing it. And then now we're going to do this Common mode, which I guess is now their onboarding thing that they're going to use for new people. And we can buy gems to buy more common cards that we can't buy, sell, or trade. What are we doing?
Own your gems. You sell gems?
It's wild to me that people would spend money, and people will spend money on gems to buy commons when they could literally just buy a card.
So spending money on a game that's fun, I think, is okay. You don't have to win stuff that you can sell. Like, you can buy stuff in a game that just literally just lighting it on fire. Or sometimes lighting stuff on fire is fun.
How about don't do that?
Well,
I mean, they have an option not to do that, so don't do that. That was like the whole appeal all this time, and like people were like, "Oh, don't play FIFA, play Sorare because you get to keep your cards forever." And I get they're not the same thing, but
I'm actually going to disagree with what you just said. Right? It's exactly the same thing. It is years that we have been saying, why would you play Ultimate Team when you can buy something that you actually keep?
Well,
and now it's like, or you could just keep doing what you're doing but instead of giving your money to EA, you just give it to Sorare. I don't know. I didn't even really read about what the arena is. I thought it was funny. Hold
The
on.
arena's great. It's a great idea.
Hold on. But there was one line which I was like, this is, let me find it here. Here we go. So before everybody gets all excited, we'll test this format for 2 game weeks before phasing it out and refining it for future iterations. And it's like, okay, go nuts.
The other thing too that I'm sure some people have noticed, but the amount of essence going into the arena and the amount of essence coming out is not the same thing. Although I wonder if the 10 left over from every single group goes towards the golden pools,
Yeah.
which that's probably it. The golden ones look fun, right? Come on, Laird, get excited.
Hold on. Let me just pull up the blog here. And if anybody at Sorare is watching this, you may want to change your video because I can't see it. So it's winner take all?
No. Read the thing.
Oh, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Okay.
Yeah. But fourth and fifth are just, I think, XP. Meh.
Yes. Great. So how much essence do you use to get in?
10.
So 1,000 essence goes in and some lower number comes out.
No, 100 goes in.
Sorry, 100. Yeah.
Sorry. 100 goes in. 90 is rewarded directly within your arena. It's because it's 50, 25, 15.
Yeah, all right.
How many are golden? One in every. Is it like one in every 20 or something?
I don't know.
Yeah, Mike. It's what is it? 200 or 250 in the golden ones? Because if you scroll down,
yeah, it's here.
To the rewards, it has first, 200 for the boosted ones.
In 50, it's 50 limited and 20 rare boosted ones. Is that what you just said? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I guess.
But hold on.
And then each player.
Is it just first place that gets boosted, or is it everyone gets boosted?
I don't know.
This graphic is very complicated to me because I thought I was like first, second, and third, and these are the boosted ones, and then first, second, and third for regular, but it's actually just boosted first in boosted, first, second, third, fourth, fifth.
Yeah, there you go. A couple people have said only first gets boosted.
Okay.
Still a fan.
No, I think it's a very cool idea. One that's been thought about for a year and a half now.
Hey, let's talk about this for a second. Is this gambling? Is this the closest thing we've come to gambling?
So, what's actually the closest thing that we've done to gambling is packs.
Oh, God.
Like, the two things we've been told for years is like, you can't stake anything and we can't have packs. And now we're literally doing both in the same week. I don't know. I'm not like, I feel like every time I walk through this is not gambling, I say something and somebody's like, that's gambling. And I'm like, no, but, and I don't know, man. I really don't know.
I'm okay if it is. Just,
there are a lot of people who are not, though.
Yeah, well, then you've been lying to yourself for years. I would just say that first of all. But And I think I've even said, "Oh, it's not gambling because technically, like the technicalities of it." But I guess like if it is, then they've got to deal with uh, uh, like some regulators, I would guess.
So James said, I don't think PACs can be gambling, as you 100% can't make anything financial from them, which is funny because most people who gamble make 0% also. But
the funny thing is it's just like you just lose.
right. Right.
It's like it's not gambling because the slot machine just makes you lose every time.
But if maybe that's the out. Like it can't be gambling because you literally cannot make any money. Like if you lose 100% of the time, it's not gambling, it's just spending.
That's hilarious.
And I'm guessing that because you can't buy essence, even though you can like buy collections that get essence immediately, and you're staking the essence in this arena, that's not like it's the trading part and the strategy part of the game is not really gambling. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just know that these two products are like the two things that people have been asking for. And the response has always been, we can't do that because we're gambling.
The trading part and the strategy part of the game is not really gambling. That's like saying that the stock market's not gambling.
It's not.
Oh,
it's securities though, and that gets even more complicated.
Oh. I mean, it is, but people can find whatever loopholes they want to say that it's not, but it is.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't get it. I don't get it.
No, I get it, and I like it, and I want more of it.
I want more of it. I meant more like
I like it, I love it, and I want some more of it.
Yeah. Vuvuzella's here said, I think the PACs are to get the FIFA people.
Yeah. I mean,
the risk is very slow is when they do arenas with $5 in credits as an entry. Technically, you can't buy credits, right?
Fuck. Dude, just let us buy essence. Spin the lottery wheel.
Did you hear about the energy debacle in MLB?
I didn't really. I mean, I heard somebody mention it.
So apparently two people, I don't know if it was more than two, but I know that there are two that took advantage of it. Basically found like some sort of loophole where they got, it is assumed that they have basically gotten like an unlimited supply of energy.
Nice.
And they keep winning the daily comps with all classic cards because they just have all their energy. And apparently the loophole has been closed with no punishment for those who found the loophole.
I don't have a problem with that.
I don't know anything about it. I think of this ad. Part of me is like, yeah, I mean,
they helped them discover a bug.
Yeah.
I mean, what they exploit out of this? Like you said, it was part of the daily game. So what they win on this?
Millions of dollars. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. This is a great line from Mike. Essence is not something we can directly purchase. It's gifted per se. So whilst the actions are gambling per se, we aren't technically staking anything externally input, just something in the platform. Crystal clear,
man,
Andy.
Mike. My man.
Yeah. Simple.
It's the same way that they get around gambling here in my lovely state of Missouri. We have these slot machines.
So, that's not where I thought you were going, but keep going.
We have these slot machines now in almost all of our gas stations, and they just make them look like shitholes. Every single gas station has them. And they're not technically gambling. They're slot machines where if you push a button, you can see what the next prize is. So you're pulling the slot machine already knowing that the next pull is going to win 0. But when you pull the slot machine, you get your next prize, which is 0. But then you can look again to see what the next prize is. And next prize might be $1. And then you can pull the slot machine and you'll get your $1. And then you can look at the next prize again. Next prize, oh, it's the $1 million. I won the $1 million. But I'm out of money and I can't pull it.
That is so fucking dirty.
Yeah, so that's the way around it, and like every place has these now. They got them all. Everywhere has them. You got
That's
gas
not what I
stations in
thought
them,
you were
liquor
going to say.
stores. Yeah.
Because here in the States, I thought it was more on I've looked at it more on the sports betting thing, and it's a lot of these like fantasy companies that are really just sports books, where it's like, no, we're not doing player props because
Right.
player props are like guessing points. Ours are fantasy points. Now
Right.
it's 1 point per fantasy point, so just
What's the one? I'm trying to think of the big one, but
here,
yeah,
underdog.
underdog. Yeah.
Now I will say, underdog is not legal where I live. I would love to play underdog. Like that's right up my alley because it's basically player prop parlays. That's all it is. And that's fun. That's fun to me.
Yeah.
Should we even care if it's gambling?
Well, I don't think I do, because I don't think that the United States cares that much. Like the footprint here, but like for people in the UK where they're already being like investigated, I think they care very much. And it's weird because like isn't there supposed to be like a hearing in June?
Mm-hmm.
You would think that they would not come out with these like very gambly type parts of the product right before they're going to trial, basically.
My only thought on that is that they're super confident that it's not gambling.
Okay.
And so like if they're that confident to come out with two looks like a duck, sounds like a duck gambling products.
Yeah.
Maybe they're not, Andy.
They're like it's not gambling when you know you're gonna win, right? they know that they're gonna win, so they're not even gambling here. They got their lawyers all ready to roll.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's like it's not really my concern. Our gallery value is already tanked pretty hard. Like, come out and say it's gambling. What's going to happen next? I mean, how much more pain can our classic cards take?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a decent chance though that if it's determined gambling, you and I can't play anymore.
How?
Well, like if the UK says this is gambling, you need a gambling license, and surely somebody in the US is like, if they think it's gambling, we might. And now it
Who
just
in the United States? Who?
Any sort of lawmaker that wants the regulators to get more money from.
Nobody knows about this. Nobody. That's hilarious, Laird. That you.
It reminds me of the Jurassic Park, like Newman. See, it's gambling. It's gambling. Nobody cares.
Oh, yeah, nobody knows. This is like a little secret underground thing here in the States.
They're official partners of two major sports leagues.
You know that MLB will throw around
Sorry
that
for not
license.
including MLS as a major sports league here, but
yeah.
Do you think if it's determined to be gambling that they'll just have Messi do Bet365 ads now? I'm just kidding.
Maybe.
I don't know, man. These two games, I don't know.
The Common one's dumb. They shouldn't have done it. Anybody that's defending it is stupid. And
hold on. Do you think the game is stupid or just the buying gems for it?
All of it. Just we already had Rivals. Rivals was good. It was. Let's have it out. Come on. Let's go.
The number of people who completely stopped playing Rivals over the last few months and who are now today like Rivals was great. We should have. It wasn't great. You just liked the prizes. If it was great, you would have kept playing.
Dude, I played it last week. I had fun.
You played it last week because you magically found out you were in Division 1. You had no idea.
Yeah, it was fun. Let me gamble. Let me gamble my essence. 1 to 5 essence per Rivals match. Or, you know what, 0 to 5, because some people won't want to put any stake up. But let me play, match me up with somebody that wants to bet three essence on a game, and dude, Look at Sean. Sean's volume of Rivals games would be like, I guarantee you, he would play like 100 Rivals games a day.
I think he'd even play more.
I don't know. Is that what they want though? Like, is that their goal? Do they want Sean to play 100 Rivals games, or do they want a game for a new player? And to
Arena games.
scam them into buying.
I love that they also call it arena, which is like a word they already used for Rivals.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of what the loop is. Is it you play Sorare Pro to win Essence and use Essence to gamble against other people?
Sure.
So you like have to keep playing Pro because like that's the only way to get Essence?
Yeah.
Other than winning it in the arena?
Yeah. Well, also too, you can win it in like your regular Rivals boxes. Like if you win your
Rivals
division.
is gone. You can't. There's no Rivals anymore.
Bring it back.
No, I think the arena. I think the arena replaces Rivals.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of what the loop. Like, does Sean eventually stop? Let me rephrase. Can the cards in the arena be played in Pro?
Can the arena be played in Pro? What does that mean?
Like, can you use a card in the arena and in your Pro lineup?
Oh, I don't think so.
I wouldn't think so, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So my guess is Sean would play as many arena matches as possible instead.
Which I think they said is 7. You can play up to 7.
7.
I think that's right. Which is a weird number too. Like,
yeah. What is that?
Who picked 7?
Why? Well, I guess it's only for the 2 game weeks that they're like trialing. But I bet Sean would play as many as possible. Absolutely, he would.
I mean, he's gonna have enough classic cards to do it. So
yeah,
yeah, you can enter up to 7 lineups per game week. I wonder if that's 7 per scarcity or 7 total across.
Yeah, it's a weird. I can't like picture how I participate in that game loop.
Yeah.
But it's basically just using Essence to win Essence, to craft cards to win Essence, or to win cash. Well, not in the arena. I'm so confused. Not that we have to play all of it. Like you can just not play the arena. Is that what we're calling it? Playing the arena?
And what was it? Cap 260? I think it was 260.
Oh,
Another
yeah.
weird number.
Yeah.
Weird number that I guess 270 didn't hold enough like nostalgia for them to pick that. They just decided on 260.
Is there any? Oh, hold on. No XP, no collection bonus, no scarcity bonus. 20% captain, Andy.
Can I play my common idiots in here?
I don't think so. Check the general chat on Discord for a peek into the future of Sorare.
Not doing
Sorare
it.
Discord?
Not doing it.
I'm. Oh wait, hold on.
Although I might do it.
Oh no,
I might.
It wasn't the. Hold on. This is the future of Sorare.
Oh God.
If anybody wants to get in on that Discord, patreon.com/Andrew M. Laird. Support the channel and all that good stuff.
That's a good one. I like that.
I do like that one, yeah. So 10 people go into the arena, 5 come out winners. Okay.
What about the other 5?
They are losers.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fine. The arena stuff's cool. The common stuff sucks. It is what it is. Hashtag bring back Rivals.
Tom said the biggest turnoff about the common mode is that you can't hide the essence. I woke up to see 240 essence in my account. Talk about a feel bad moment. I don't get it. What's wrong with that?
Well, it just looks weird when it says you have 240 essence, but it's half of like most of it is all the common essence.
Oh, and like your real. Oh,
Yeah, I think it does that in the baseball side too.
that sucks. You know what's funny is that I just clicked on my essence. It said I had. What is this? Look at this. So down here it says I have 300 essence.
Oh, good for you. Oh, brutal.
But hold on. When I click on it, now I have 88 limited and 99 rare. 99 rare. Look at that.
Dude, you can enter the arena 10 times.
I can only go 7, you said.
Oh, that's right. But you have 2 game weeks. You gonna gamble all that away?
What,
Yeah, you are.
what are the things we
Yeah,
discussed
you
2
are.
years ago that they'll introduce next? The other 5 don't come out, they die, and the cards become classic comp rewards. I don't know, man.
I am kind of annoyed that I spent my essence last week. I also like that they tell us things like, "Oh yeah, it starts next game week. We're telling you now, so you have enough time to save essence." It's like, oh, I have 1 game week or 2 game weeks to save essence. It's okay. We'll win some essence, but wish I could have saved more.
The winner should win the other player's cards. That's one of those examples where we're like, whoa, 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 that's gambling.
Yeah, and it's also an example of an idea that people like had like 2 years ago. They were like, "Oh yeah, pink slips. Let's play for pink slips."
If you don't gamble the 99 away, I'd say you don't believe in yourself as a good Sorare player.
Agreed.
So Sorare Samurai, there's one of the great secrets about Sorare is that I'm actually not very good at the game. Do you feel like a winner entering for 10 essence and winning 500 XP? Only if I enter rare cards and I win limited essence. Schoolyard Pokemon card buy. Shit was brutal. Pink slips. That's great.
Did you ever play the game? This was a great game, by the way. It was one of my favorite. And there was probably a name for it, but we would do this over at a friend's house. You'd take a stack of your baseball cards. It typically would be all like your common, no refractors or special insert cards. And you'd put a hat.
No way something called a refractor existed when we were doing this.
Sure. We had Diamond Kings. You wouldn't put any Diamond Kings in there. But you take a hat and you put it across the room and you take turns throwing cards. And the first person to get their card in the hat takes all the cards that were thrown on the floor. You ever play that game?
No.
It was a great game.
Sounds fun though.
Yeah. We need that version in Sorare. Whatever that is, I don't know what that is. But let me throw my common cards.
Andy, I have 2 words for you about that. Game jam.
Yeah, and it's like
Thinking of 2 years ago.
It's like Pokemon Go. I'm flipping the Pokeballs. I mean my common cards, trying to hit like Nicholas in the forehead or something.
Yeah.
Right
into it. Obviously, you're throwing the cards into a beret.
Well done.
It's amazing how many ideas we give them just for free. It's like it's really astonishing. Speaking of cards, I was do you remember Charles Rogers? He was a football player, NFL player.
Oh, was he a wide receiver?
Yes, he was.
Played for the Detroit Lions.
See? You shook your head like you didn't, and you know exactly.
He was like drafted like first overall or something.
It wasn't first, but it was very high.
Yeah.
So he came up in conversation with Keith and Deke. I have no idea why he came up. But anyway, and I was like, I'm convinced I have a Charles Rogers football card somewhere behind me.
Yeah.
And one of these binders is just filled with football cards. And I like went through the entire thing. And I thought, and he wasn't in there. And there was not like a single good card in there. And I was like, this is so rare right here. It's just a binder full of worthless cardboard. And instead they're just worthless JPEGs. And everybody's like, we have so many cards are not worth anything. This has existed for a long time, guys. Except for that F-16 Desert Storm card.
Yeah. BR4 said I'd be chucking my Freds. I don't know that I would do that. Gotta hold on to those things. Take good care of them.
Is there any skill in the card tossing?
Oh yeah.
There, surely, right?
Yeah, you'd have like just be just like Pokemon Go, where you have like the bubble, and like you got to time it correctly, and you want to hit it you want to hit the forehead of Nico like dead center.
Plus,
Yeah.
to play outside, you got to figure out wind speed and
Yeah, you could do it just like Madden kicking. Like you'd have a bar that would like determine like how straight you were hitting it, and then like a power bar, and then you're right. Yeah, throw some wind in there or something. Like Zeraz breathing off to the side, and it's like creating like an airflow in the room. I don't know. You know what? These ideas they should have to pay for these, which we should do like a members only stream where, if Nico wants these ideas, he's gonna have to pay. He's gonna have to become a Patreon member to get them.
I mean, it's years of doing their work for them.
Yeah.
Have you played the common game?
Hell no.
No. Hell no. That was
yeah.
bad.
It just makes me mad.
I kind of feel the same way. But then I
looked at the notification. Like, we can spend money on things that are fun. Yeah, we can do a lot of things.
Doesn't mean we should. Here, my favorite part is I was so tempted to just hit that open your pack.
Yeah. Did you do it?
No. Oh, right now?
Yeah. Do it.
I've seen this also. Somebody said they use the common game for extra training lineups. I don't even know what that means.
Training? What's training?
Free cards. Amateur. Ooh.
Come on, let's get these open.
I'm a Euro guy. Why can't I? Oh.
James says can enter other scarcities. Yeah, it's garbage. It's dumb. So what, you can enter like one of these into a limited lineup or something?
I think it's the other way around. You can put your limiteds in here.
Oh.
Yay. Do you think it's just a coincidence that I skipped past the La Liga one for the champion one and then I just get La Liga cards?
I don't know.
How many cards do I get? Honestly, though, I didn't only get La Liga cards in my champ, did I? Okay, score points. I know how to do that. Pick your best 5. Yeah, you really can. Where's my build my lineup for me? They don't have that. It's because there's only La Liga today. It's a daily game? I'm
not going to answer because I don't know.
I'm already done.
Yeah.
The prize pool top is 1,000 common essence. All right.
You know what they should do?
That was fun.
You know what they should do? They should bring back Rivals.
What if they brought back the original common game? It was like Common All-Star.
Mm-mm.
No?
Nope. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's bad. Bring back Rivals. Let us gamble. Embrace it. Embrace the G word.
Yeah. Not daily, but it's a late swap. Oh, great. Just what I wanted. A free game with late swap.
I mean, that's similar to Rivals, right? It's like they took all of the I don't know. I'm going to say the worst parts out of Rivals, the best parts out of Rivals, and they put them in this new thing. We can not win anything and spend money.
I mean, you could spend money to get better rivals lineups.
Well, better common lineups.
No, what I'm saying, like if you had like a common lineup and you were like, oh, I want this to be better, you buy the limited.
Yeah. Rob, it's not fully dead. You can still click the button on the website.
Can you still, even with this new mode out?
Oh, yeah. The button still works.
Oh my God, I can't.
It's like such a half-ass way of killing it. You can still click it.
Yeah,
I think you can still claim tickets. So I think someone was saying if you buy a card on the market, you can go in and claim more tickets. Like if you, I think it's under, yeah, that one right there.
Is that why this is lit up?
Maybe. Nice streak you got going there. You got 1 of 3.
Yeah, and then I stopped. Oh wait, sorry.
Oh look. Hey, can we buy some gems on stream? You get that credit card out. Let's buy some gems.
What's a daily?
What's the 250? Is that 250 common essence?
Yeah.
What can you do with 100 of those green things?
What can I do with it?
Yeah. Scroll down. There's got to be like a mega pack, right?
No.
So you can buy 20 of those packs?
20 new packs, yeah.
What's beta?
Nothing makes me feel, nothing describes Sorare better to me than premium beta.
Is it premium beta or can you click on the beta part? No.
You can't.
Just curious. It kind of looks like you can click between the two, doesn't it?
Yeah. Because everywhere else on the site has 2 buttons that look just like that. I mean, they definitely look like buttons. This one, yeah. I'll just go back to what I said about this. That game is just not built for me.
I'll take it one step further. It's stupid.
I mean, maybe it's a game people like. What the hell is this? Scrap challenge. Scrap 2 eligible players for a random 4-star or 5-star card.
I think that's the burn mechanism.
Oh, that's the common burn mechanism. Yeah. Anion said, I've seen new users getting missions to score 350 points and get $30 in market credits. Spending $1 for stars seems not that bad in that context. Well, I mean, you're spending $1 to then have to spend $30 to use a $30 market credit. The clubs on the packs dictate what cards you could get, by the way. What are we doing?
So yeah, go ahead.
Do you think you'll play more Arena than Sorare Pro?
Not more, but like I'm gonna enter as many lineups as I have essence for.
But like, would you prioritize Arena?
Yeah, if I'm gonna be spending essence, then yeah.
Even though it's just a win essence?
Yeah. That's all we win anymore anyways, right?
That's a great point. Hold on. So the best you can do realistically is turning 10 essence into 50 essence. I mean, unless you're
talking about the golden arena.
Yeah. But like most people are not going to be in the golden arena.
I guess if you're not entering enough arenas, then sure.
Mike said it's your turn to purchase.
I think I'm the one that always does this. I bought like Fred on stream.
This should have been an email comic game.
Pretty much, yeah. I feel like it's so wasteful. It's so wasteful to like the whole rivals. I didn't know what they were going to come up with when it came to the getting rid of rivals and replacing it with this commons thing, but it just seems so wasteful to the team and the people that built that. And you know, I know people that still played rivals every single day and enjoyed it and liked it, and they were newer users, and I get it. Like all the arguments. It's not an onboarding tool. It was an onboarding tool, and it did work for people.
So I was just going to bring this point up that Brad did. Why not just keep Rivals going and introduce this other game? Like, are they?
Because they got to spend cycles and resources on it. I mean,
Rivals just runs itself now, man.
You think so?
I mean, has anything changed? I haven't touched it in.
I don't know.
Literally,
I'm sure that they had to. There was, some things that they had to do for it. I don't know. I don't work there, but
yeah,
things don't just run themselves.
Well, sure.
Anywhere,
but like,
anywhere I've ever worked.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems weird to me that there was a necessity to stop Rivals for this new game. Like, I guess the way that I always thought about Rivals was it was just a very different game. And so why not be able to offer different games? Like, why not be a company that has like different fantasy football games?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Weird to me though.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, when Sorare has all these different competitions, when you were at SD and you guys had to import them through the API and then put them into your lineup builder and stuff, did all that stuff just work perfectly, or did you guys have to like tweak it and change it and adjust things and manipulate?
For what?
Like when you were importing new contests?
Oh, so there was a long time that we did like any sort of special that had different rules, we would do manually. And then there was like a pretty significant amount of resources put into basically automating the how do I like automating the rules that came in. Yeah. Because they were always in the API, but like they were always kind of in a different spot and it just wasn't ever clean. And I think Sorare finally cleaned it up, and then Sorare Data was able to bring everything in. Then of course Sorare made it more complicated with like the positional changes, which is why some of those like top tackler or whatever the hell.
Yeah, it was like use 5 forwards or 5 goalies or
right. And I know that stuff gets very complicated, and so that's why they don't fit in. Or what was and fucking late swap, my God, couldn't be any worse for a third-party site to have to deal with. But I wouldn't necessarily say that's that's different than just letting Rivals keep running in terms of resources. But maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I wasn't directly correlating the two. I was just curious, like how that worked, kind of, I guess. I don't know.
It was a lot of manual stuff, and then it was automated, and then the manual fix for when eventually something in the API was changed, broken. Yeah, that's all. Rob said Rivals felt like a Sorare light, and that wasn't a bad thing, really.
Yeah.
I'll go to my grave saying that Rivals was a better I don't want to say it was an onboarding tool for Sorare Pro, but I have said that. But like the differences between Rivals and Pro were not as great as people think they are. Like you could play a Rivals lineup, and be like, hey, if you have all these limited cards in your Rivals lineup, you can go play those in the regular game week. Right. I felt like they never even like implied that was a possibility.
Right.
You love Liverpool? Hey, if you buy your 5 Liverpool cards that you play in Rivals, you could play it here and win $1,200.
The one thing that, and maybe this is just not feasible, but I cannot believe that they never were able to do like in stadium competitions, or in stadium marketing towards Rivals. Like they already have like some of the stuff, like you already see like the Sorare logos on the screen, like on the screens and stuff. Like why couldn't they do like a 10-second ad or something, scan this QR code, download the app, play Rivals for this game, the best player or the best manager from the stadium today gets a $100 credit in the Liverpool store or something. Like, I don't know, it just seemed like low-hanging fruit to me, but again, easy for me to say all that, right?
Yeah.
To actually execute and do it, it's hard, but you know what? Sometimes we got to do.
Sometimes we got to do hard things, man.
It sounds. It seems like that would be a good way to generate some, activity.
What I thought was always funny about Rivals is it felt like the way that they talked about it was like that everybody knew about it. Like they made like Sorare Rivals shirts, and I'm like, what do you?
Yeah.
Nobody wants this.
Do you remember when it first came out? When you downloaded the Sorare app, it said it was the Rivals app.
Yeah.
Like they rebranded.
Yes, it was.
Like they were rebranding the product to be like Sorare Rivals.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't Sorare, it was Sorare Rivals.
Well, I always looked at that as just another product. And maybe that's why I thought it was so strange that they had to end it in order to do this arena thing. Or is not the arena thing. Does the Common game have a name? Common gameplay open beta. It's a bit of a mouthful, but that felt to me like they were saying that they were going to offer like different products for different people and not necessarily need to use one product to bring people over. That the more people who play Sorare Rivals, they're like, hey, I love this game. Oh, Sorare also has this other game where you can like win money and use that. And it never, I just felt like it never crossed over. And like they didn't purposely cross them. And yet they still like referred to Rivals as their onboarding tool. And it's like, you created a whole different product and marketed it and then never really, I don't know. It's like they didn't follow through on what Rivals was supposed to be.
But I always remember I was always saying that it was like Rivals is cool, but they got to keep going with it. What is the next step? They've done this with lots of different things in their history where they do something and then they're like, all right, we're done with that. And then they don't follow up, they don't improve, they don't iterate, they don't make that thing better. And that's what happened with Rivals. It was just like they slopped this thing out there. It was good enough at first as far as like the rewards and stuff to get Sean to buy hundreds of limited cards. And I imagine other people were doing it too. And then they were just like, all right, no, this is not sustainable. We have to cut rewards and we're not going to do anything else with it at all. And then they were done with it. And like Dream Oblivion said that they wasted Mbappe on the marketing for it. Wild that you could get Mbappe for it, but you couldn't do an in-stadium competition somewhere.
Yeah, it's ironic to me that, well, it's not irony is not the right word. So they introduced this new common mode and the arena within was that yesterday and today? And never, I mean, maybe they considered it, but like, as you said at the beginning here, this concept of the arena is what so many people wanted for Rivals. And yet here we are, we don't have it. Like I don't.
Yeah. Like, why are we so willing to do it now with this new thing when we could have just done it with what we already had?
Yes, exactly that.
I would play Rivals every day if I could just bet 1 to 5 essence.
I think a lot of people would.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you think they ever bring Rivals back?
Maybe if we keep bitching.
Well, no, like like if this arena thing works and they're like, man, we could just do this every day. Like that's, I feel like they created this
Dude,
game.
They could get really dirty with it, Laird.
Yeah.
You know how dirty they could get? They could start selling essence.
I don't think they'll do that.
Yeah, sell gems. Use the gems to buy essence. Use the essence in your Rivals competitions. I mean, hey, if they're already able to do what they're doing with the gems and the packs and all this other stuff, they could do this. They could.
I feel like they must be convinced there has to be like a certain number of steps between your money and your gambling. So it's like if you have to buy gems to get essence and then you stake the essence to win something, they were like, no, it's 3 steps. It's not gambling.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's like like I said, it's like the stupid slot machines that we have in our gas stations now. It's like, oh yeah, no, it's not gambling because we're telling you what you're gonna win.
Right.
But really, the gambling part is like, what is the next pull after that gonna be?
Yeah.
What's the next one gonna be? Oh no, not gambling. We told you. We told you were gonna lose.
I'm thinking of it like at a sports book, like an actual in-person sports book where you're like, no. I'm not betting on a game. I'm just buying this ticket that if somebody wins that game, then I can trade my ticket in for a prize.
Yeah, we're not betting on the first time goal scorer of the game. We're betting on the second one.
Yeah.
Stupid.
There are currently 69 people watching live. If you could please hit the like button to match the 69 that we just saw, that would be greatly appreciated.
Nice.
Anyway. It's a bit like in the UK now, zombie knives are legal as long as they don't have writing on them. What the hell is a zombie knife?
Yeah, fill us in on this. I got to know.
Is it okay for me to Google that? Because I'm gonna.
Now, is it knives with an F or knives with a V?
Apparently, it's an actual knife. I don't know. In Arena, I know we win neutral essence, but what essence do we stake? The essence you stake changes the attractiveness a lot. That's a good point. And that's somebody said they would stake their contender essence all the time.
I don't think you're going to get to pick. I think it's just going to come out however it comes out.
I think they take your best essence and give you neutral.
Oh, Halogen with a good question there.
Oh, thoughts on Sorare adding suggest a lineup? Sorry, it wasn't like popping up on my thing.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. Let me start over. I've been playing fantasy sports for, let's call it 25 years. I've played fantasy football, which is NFL and soccer. I've played NBA, MLB, NHL. I've done fucking NASCAR. I have never seen a fantasy site add their own grades to matchups or players. And I don't know why Sorare feel the need to be the first.
I'm fine with it. I don't know why it's controversial. They can let people use their crappy picks. We all need a Jimmer button. We need a Jimmer button. So I think it just tells you that there is a desire for this, and it's not great because the reason the desire is there is because our classic lineups mean so little to us. Those lineups meant something to us, and we cared. We would spend, our time and our care in making those lineups.
Fair, yeah.
But I care so little about a classic lineup. Most classic lineups. I have some, like if it's Premier League or something. But if it's contender classic, I'm slapping that button, and I'm not wasting these brain cycles of mine, Laird, as I get older, are very valuable, and I can only spend them on so many things. That hamster up there only runs so fast, right?
Sure.
So I'm gonna be hitting that button.
Yeah.
Like for me, like especially when those lineups aren't even that good, it's like best case scenario, I'm winning some essence here. Hit the button and be done with it.
Yeah, that's fair. I used it today for my MLS in-season lineups for this weekend, and it gave me a classic card in my top lineup. And I was like, "Oh, so you don't want me to go streaking, huh?" And I don't know. I think the suggest a lineup is like as soon as they added their like what's it called, power grades, like suggest a lineup is easy because just like your 5 top power grade, like that's all it is.
A, B, B, B.
Right.
I say 6. I think I did.
I don't know. I do find it funny that they added this suggest a lineup that does your entire lineup for you before they added the ability to just sort by grade. Like I still can't do that.
I just want to call Mike out real quick. Those brain cycles have nothing to do with my grocery bagging ability. When I go into the grocery store, I basically take another form and I get into like, I don't know if I'm like animalistic or what, but I just get in the zone. I get in, I do my thing, I get out. There's no effect on that at all. Get through that self-checkout before Mike would even get out of his car.
Sorry, one sec. Yeah. Andy said they probably needed to develop that for the rent a lineup feature. So I thought may as well just give it to everyone.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I don't know. But yeah, would you be willing to have them do all of your lineups in a game week? Classic lineups?
There's still some classic lineups that I care about, but it's like once I get like past my Division 1 teams, like the Division 2 and the Division 3 teams, like those ones, yeah, they can do all those.
Yeah, all right, that's fair.
Let me make the good ones. They can make the bad ones. I'll make the good ones, and I'll be better off if they would have just done them all probably. But
right,
or a lot worse off based on. I did hit the suggest button on one of my lineups, and they were suggesting I start someone that was 70% to start and 40% to start in the same lineup, and it was just like, okay, this lineup's definitely getting a DMP.
Mine was weird because it decided that Daniel away to Columbus was better than Celentano at home against Sporting Kansas City. And I was like, I don't really trust this one.
Yeah. Well, Kansas City does have, the Mexican GOAT, Santi Munoz, the Newcastle legend. So be fearful. Be fearful.
Is he eligible for this weekend?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Would adding gambling arena or this arena thing, is that going to get you to buy more cards?
The arena thing? No, because I already have so much leftover junk that will be great for Cap 260.
I'm saying you're not going to win by just throwing your junk in, Andy.
Well,
people don't win.
Dude, it's Cap 260
because they're playing bad cards.
They're requiring that you have junk. Cap 260.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's Cap 260 is pretty restrictive, so there's going to be some junk.
Yeah, that's fair.
You're gonna need a Carlos Acevedo at home against Puebla to concede 3 in.
That's fair. What was the Freudian slip? What did I say? I don't know. You got anything else?
Let me gamble. I want to gamble. Bring back rivals. We'll all be happy. Let me and Sean play each other for Super Rare Essence on regular basis. How do you think that would work? Because how would you get to pick which essence you were gambling on a match? Like, if I was using super rare cards, then I would have to be wagering super rare essence, like whatever your max.
I would assume so, yeah.
Yeah, so like if I had a lineup with 1 rare card and 4 limiteds, I would be betting rare essence now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm sure they'll figure it out, Andy. Don't you worry.
No, they won't.
Don't you worry.
They're not going to do it.
They'll be fine. You're gambling every time you use West Ham cards.
You know what they could even do? They could turn it into a sink. It could be like, oh, I'm betting 3 essence against you, Laird. So I put 3 up, you put 3 up, but the winner doesn't get 6. The winner only gets 5. And Sorare gets to keep 1.
So
I'd still play it.
What if you submitted your lineup and they had some sort of like handicap system? So it was like I put up 3 and I submit my lineup and they're like, Andy, you got to put up 6.
It'd be like, since I'm so good at it.
Yeah. So they get the guys over a pinnacle to be like, to do the odds for every, no? Okay.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Is that gambling? Sorry, that's gambling.
That's not great.
Okay. Just check.
Yeah, not great.
All right. Well, you're welcome to Sorare for all the new ideas. We'll see them in about 2.5 years. And thank you to everybody for coming. If you could please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Shout out to Quinny. If you like this content, and you should certainly like it, and you'd like more, patreon.com/Andrew M. Laird. Help support that. So take that on. Anyway, thank you, everybody. Good luck in the arena, whenever that is, in a week or so. I don't know. And remember to go outside.
Welcome to the Sorare Show, where we talk fantasy football, but you never know. We'll start with the game, but we'll soon go astray on topic discussions fast replay. We'll analyze the teams, the formation and goals, but in no time we'll digress scenes you on the roll, talking about our favorite foods and the shows we've seen. Our opinions aloud, and our voices are me. It's the Sorare Show. Anything goes, from football to rock and roll.